Please welcome Damon Hill. A tear in the eye and a lump in Murray Walker's throat. It doesn't seem like 20 years ago, does it?
Unbelievable. It just goes like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
How many echoes of 20 years ago were you feeling in the climax of the Formula One season we've just had?
I think it's, I've been asked this question, you know, would you be sort of sorry to see your sort of status as the son of champion and all that stuff happen, you know, go. And it's, you know, we did some pieces about having won the championship 20 years ago, and 20 years is nothing. It seems like nothing. It's amazing how it just completely goes. This season has been a fantastic Formula One season, and it's been a very tensely fought one. And I think was a tremendous battle of a psychological battle, really, between the two, you know, the two protagonists in the championship. And Lewis put Nico under such massive pressure, and I think that I think people felt that we got the right result at the end, and there weren't really any losers. I know that Lewis won't see it that way, but I think that he can come back and fight again another day. Yeah.
Well, this is the story we're going to tell now. And the nominations for International Racing Driver of the Year. Sébastien Buemi, who was a standout driver in sports cars, cruelly lost Le Mans, but won the Formula E title and also leads the current standings. Lewis Hamilton, some stunning performances, as you would imagine, but the 2015 world champion just coming up short in his title defense. Simon Pagenaud claimed the IndyCar title in his second season with Penske, 5 wins along the way. Daniel Ricciardo, victory in Malaysia, and clearly with the right car, a genuine world championship contender. Nico Rosberg, the newly crowned Formula One world champion, now 2 days into his retirement. Max Verstappen, Max, Rookie of the Year last year, confirmed his reputation as the most exciting new young driver on the scene. But the winner, Damon.
And the winner is probably no surprise, Nico Rosberg.
International Racing Driver of the Year.
The Formula One world champion with 9 victories and qualifying on the front row for all but one race this season. It was Nico's 11th and final F1 season with 23 career victories after announcing on Friday he would stop racing.
I was with you a couple of nights ago in Vienna when you held another trophy aloft, and the one with your father's name on and Damon's name on and Damon's father's name, and that was the moment, wasn't it? That was the top of the mountain.
I mean, first of all, I need to say I came here the first time 15 years ago, a long time ago, and this is the most prestigious motorsport event or night in the year, you know, and now to myself walk down those stairs in the spotlight with the trophy and be standing up here in front of you. Getting this is really, I'm very, I mean, it's amazing, yeah, really, and I definitely don't take that for granted.
Very good, well said. And you must also get the sense down the years, especially with your time at Williams, that you're very much a part of the kind of British motorsport scene, an admirer of everything that takes place in this part of the world.
Well, it's the home of racing, isn't it? So for sure, yes, I've been a part of this scene now for many years, racing for British teams also all my career. I mean, of course, Mercedes is German, but it is here in England, and yeah, so it's been a great time and unbelievable. And also, it's fantastic that Damon is giving me the award today, because of course, as you all know, we share something very special. Which is that both our dads are Formula One world champions just as we are. I can't believe I'm saying that. That's just so cool.
But yeah, we've got a little club. But my wife has reminded me that I'm the president of the club. Okay, and you're the new vice president. Okay,
I accept that. I accept that.
Inductee. But let's get down to the detail of the last few days. You made that, and you must realize, a bombshell announcement on Friday of your retirement. How do you gauge the reaction that you've had, which has been quite extraordinary worldwide?
Yeah, I don't look and read too much. I just really followed my heart on that one and went for it. It wasn't an easy one, of course, and I wasn't sure if I would be able to do it. But here I am. I've done it, and it feels good. It feels great to go out on top. That feels right to me, and it's been an unbelievable 11 years in F1, and this year definitely by far was my best in F1 ever. So I'm crowning my career now with a championship, and going out like that feels good. And it's since I'm 6 years old, probably inspired through my dad, because he got that one title, and I'm not sure, but probably. So it's just been my very, very clear dream. That's what I want to achieve. That's what I'm out here racing for year in, year out in all those different categories in Formula One, to get that world championship once. And I've done that, so I'm just completely happy.
And you just knew in Abu Dhabi it wasn't going to get any better than that. But how soon after you crossed the line, how soon you realized that you were world champion, how soon after that did you finally connect, well, that's my last race?
Well, it was a longer process. It was after Suzuka, the first time that it was my title to lose. That was the first time that I really started to think, okay, if I get this, if I fulfill my dream, I'll call it a day. But still, it was still a lot of weeks to go, and Abu Dhabi, the thought was still there, and I was pretty sure, okay, if I win this, I'll end it there. But again, I didn't think I'd have the courage to do it, to be honest. But here I am. I've done it.
But you were almost piling extra pressure on yourself if you said to yourself, right, this is my last chance, really. And to drive so consistently over the last 4 or 5 races showed, well, enormous character.
No, I never had that. I mean, if I would have finished second, for sure I would have continued, because giving up is never an option for me. So I would have continued to pursue my dream. But yeah, for sure, the pressure was unbelievable in those last 4 races. Lewis had nothing to lose, so he was and as motivated as ever. I've never seen him work that hard. So he was sure, I think, the best he's ever driven in his whole career in those last 4 races. I felt I had lead weights on my shoulders from all the pressure, and yeah. So I think, yeah, for sure, my mental approach, I think, in the end helped me a little bit there, to keep my head down, just keep focused, and just try and get the job done, and do what I need to do, which was get those second places to bring it home. And yeah, I mean, the feeling crossing the finish line, that last race was absolutely crazy. I mean, that was it was horrible. It was just unbelievably horrible. Mentally, oh my God, because I lost the championship like at least 3 times during that race in my head, It was gone. Yeah. Especially with Mad Max in front of me in the middle of the race, where I was sure I'd never ever see him today, starting 6th, but there he was again. My dear friend on the track again. So and then the communication from Tony Ross. Special thanks to Tony Ross in this moment, actually. Tony, if you can please stand up. If you can please stand up, Tony. There you go, my engineer.
Tony Ross, race engineer.
For 10 years in Formula One, so for nearly all of my career. Thank you so much, Tony. Really, it's amazing that we've managed to end it on a high like that after 10 years of fighting together, getting better and better. That's just, yeah, phenomenal.
And just going back to that final...
One more thing, yeah, so Tony Ross' communication to me, it's now critical for the championship to pass Max.
We all heard that.
Can you imagine that wouldn't be the nicest ever thing to hear when you're out on the racetrack?
It's not what you want to hear. It's not...
So there I was. I had to go for it, and it was damn close, but I made it stick. And I think it's probably the most intense moment I've ever had in my career. The adrenaline rush was just ridiculous. Yeah, and then yeah,
and the move was sort of instinctive, was it? You didn't give yourself too long to think about it.
No, the racing instinct came through, and it's just then in that moment it is another competitor like any other. Just go for it, try and make it stick, and it worked out.
Yeah.
And then I thought I was safe. Little did I know.
Yeah, Lewis's tactics. I mean, would you have done the same thing?
Everybody has asked me that. Really,
that's
the most popular question that I get, and I'm not going to answer that because that's too hypothetical. But as I've said already, we're fighters out there, and the championship was on the line, so I understand his actions.
Yeah, and now, yeah.
I can't guarantee that my words would have been the same in case the outcome would have been different. But let's leave it at that.
Yeah, yeah. But just going back to the relationship, I mean, obviously it was portrayed in the press and on the fringes of the sport as this great rivalry and something that was getting fairly intense within the team and sort of boiling over. The reality of it was what? I mean, did you completely fall out as friends, or how vitriolic did the rivalry become within the team?
It was very, very tough, for sure. So intense, I mean, we're fighting out there every time for race wins and for the championship. So I think it's not possible to be friends in that situation. But what really helped us is that we know each other, and we were best friends when we were 14 years old, racing go-karts, racing for Mercedes-Benz McLaren go-kart team, just the two of us at the time. And Mercedes-Benz McLaren was paying for our racing. So we've come full circle, which is really, really amazing. And at the time we were best friends, and I think that respect has stayed all the way to today, and that's really helped us through these years, through the difficult times, to keep a respectful, neutral relationship, which we have now as well today. Now
you're back to being friends. You did, I think, a function in Germany yesterday, and all was peace and harmony.
Let's give it a bit more time.
Right, yeah, right.
A few more. Let's give it a few more days. But,
yeah, okay.
We're getting there.
That's fair enough. Nico, stay with us a moment. Damon, thanks very much indeed. No, you stay here.
Am I allowed to say something afterwards?
Yeah, go on.
No, afterwards or not?
No, you say.
Okay, so I want to congratulate all the other winners of the night. Congratulations, and I'm excited to see who's going to win the Young Driver Award. It's very, very special that you're supporting young drivers like that. And I would like to thank Paddy also, just quickly. Of all the team, a lot of team members are here today, so I want to thank all of you, first of all, because without you I wouldn't be here. You gave me this incredible machine for 3 years, and finally this year I made it happen. So thank you so much for helping me fulfill my dream. And a special to Paddy also.
Well said. Damon, thank you very much indeed for
your help. Am I
taking
too long? I wasn't finished.
No.
So Paddy for doing such a great job as our leader, and to all the readers, because voting for me, with it being so close with Lewis, in this home of motorsport, England, I'm very, very thankful for that. That's awesome.
They voted for you for a very good reason.
I'm done now.
Right, you're done. But stay with us, because Nico, if you could help us.